worthiness is a thing that people struggle with. And I'm going to give you 4 steps to demystify what this word means, to identify and define what it actually is, and give you a success strategy to find out if you're worthy of something. That includes, are you worthy of this video? Are you worthy of your life? Are you worthy of your relationships? I'll easily answer this for you, and it's going to be different than what you ever heard of before. So watch the end of this video. But in the meantime, if you would like, subscribe, and comment, I would really appreciate it. And so would my boss, Al. Al's this guy who oversees every single video, and he says, Jeremiah, if you want to spread your light and really help people, people are going to need to like, subscribe, comment, ring the bell, maybe even share this with people or comment below to see what is your favorite thing about this video, your golden takeaways. So please help my boss out and let's spread the light. So let's get right into it, that there's 4 different things that make up worthiness. Now, worthiness, when I grew up, it's more of a judgment from the ego, right? You're worthy or you're not. And the issue is according to whom, right? A lot of people just say they don't feel worthy according to themselves, but then if you go a little bit deeper in a psychological or spiritual way, where does that come from? Since all behavior is learned behavior, it has to come from somewhere. Most likely it came from early childhood development. So let me help reframe and let me help give you clarity and freedom that the divine presence granted me, an insight, just instilled. It gave me this insight of a worthy strategy. And you can use this with anyone or anything, and it's going to give you so much light and so much clarity. So get your notebook out and let's write these 4 steps down. Now, in order for you to be worthy, or I or anybody to be worthy of something, there's number 1 is you have to be open to it. If you're worthy of something, are you open to it? If you're not open to it, you're not worthy. You need all 4 to be worthy. This is a strategy according to this strategy, this divinely infused strategy. Now, if you're not open to something, it might take you some time to get open to something. But if you're open to something, you go to number 2. Number 2 is, are you asking for it? Just because you're open for something, like maybe you want a dream house, dream relationship, you want something in your life to happen, but you're not even asking for it. You're not asking the divine presence. You're not asking it from yourself. You're not asking it for the people in your life or the universe itself, right? You're not asking anyone or anything. So how's that going to happen if you're not asking for it? So number 2 is you're asking for the whatever that is. Then number 3, in alignment with. Isn't this interesting? Are you open to it? Check. Are you asking for it? Check. Are you in alignment with it? No. Well, why would somebody not be in alignment with it? We take relationships, for example, and I'm giving numbers, and this is just a metaphor. I don't assess people this way. Maybe in my 20s, teens I did because I learned it from other people, but I've evolved from this. But if we were to measure people out of 10, this is the analogy. If you, for example, were a 4 out of 10, according to whom, that's a great question. But if you were a 4 out of 10 and you wanted a 10 out of 10, what makes you think you're going to be in a vibrational match, right? I'll give it another example. If you're a 10 out of 10 and a 4 out of 10 wants to be with you, wants to hold hands with you nice and tightly, well, you might really value showering, they might not. You might value wealth, they might value poverty. You have to be in alignment with it. So if we are a 4 out of 10 and we want it to be a 10 out of 10, because at certain points in our life, we might actually be that. We might be 40% of our 100% capacity. How about that? And we have to work up 1% better, or better today than the guy or the woman yesterday. Depends on who I'm talking to, who's watching, but better than the person yesterday, right? And that's how we get better, is by being in alignment with something, by being in position or positioning ourselves, developing ourselves for it, which just kind of goes into the 4th thing. So a lot of repetition is number 1, you're open to it. Number 2, you're asking for it. Number 3, you're actually in alignment for it. And number 4, you're working towards it. How can you be worthy of something if you're not working towards it? You can't, because you're not even focusing on it. If what you want to be worthy is to go this way on a road. Well, you have to position your car this way. If you're driving a car, you have to accelerate, don't you? You have to steer, don't you? You have to put gas into it, don't you? All these things have to happen to get from point A to point B. It's the same thing as far as worthiness goes, except for that metaphor I gave you was a physical one. But this one is more of a mental and spiritual one, and physical. So it's more of a multiple different worlds, the physical, psychological, and spiritual world. So the next time you feel unworthy of something, I highly recommend watching this video, looking back at your notes that you took, and ask myself, am I worthy of this? Am I open to it? Am I asking for it? Am I in alignment with it? And am I working towards it? If one of these four things are off, chances are you're not going to get it. If two of them are off, let's just see if this is the direction you should be heading. If three are off, it's either you got a lot of work to do or maybe you pick something else. If all four are off, there shouldn't be any questions here. You're never going to get it. If all four are off, you're never going to get it. But if you want to work at it, and you can, you will get it if you refuse to quit. So I would hope that you think about considering adopting this worthy strategy that was given to me by the divine presence, and I want to share that with you. And I hope to hear from you. How did this video, how did this strategy impact your life? Where did you use it in your life? And how did you overcome things? What did this information help you open up with about relationships? Oh my God, I was really expecting for this other person. I want the person to do something that I would do for myself, but they didn't have these four of these things. I have these four things. They didn't have these four things. It gives me so much relief. So I can stop wanting something for somebody if they don't want it for themselves. So I want to hear about that in the comments below. So thank you for watching. Please share this, like this, help with the algorithm so we can actually do more videos and share with more people and help you as well. So thank you for watching. I'm so excited to hear from you. I'll see you in the next video.